What?
Listen. Can you hear that? That's crickets. But I'm here at one of my favorite little hangouts, which is like a green space area, like a park, in the daytime. You can see it's right here in the main harbor. It's a beautiful green space area right in the middle of St. George's, going into the main marina there. But it's one of my favorite places just to come and hang out and chill and fly drones. As you can see, I've got one of my little racing drones here. Yeah, sorry I've been away for a while. I know I get a lot of emails from you guys saying, hey, what the hell, what's going on? It's been almost 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks, I know, right? When does that ever happen? It's been a long time since I've been 2 weeks before videos or between videos. But yeah, I guess you could say it's been kind of an off couple of weeks. As most of you know, if something's going on or something's wrong is usually the only time I'll be dropped out for a while. And yeah, I picked up a major cold or flu or something, and it just wiped me out for quite a while, like 3-4 days at least. Just starting to feel a little better now. But yeah, it went from the sinuses. I mean, I tried even doing some snorkeling the other day, and there was just way too much pressure. Just as soon as I went down 6 feet, boom, forget it, just total pain. But it's moved into my chest now, so a lot of coughing and stuff like that. So that's had me down for a little while. And yeah, you know, when it rains, it pours. We had the bad news this week. It's unfortunate, but our great sailing community lost one of its great legends this week. Somebody who's been a lifelong sailor, guy I met about, what, almost 4 years ago, and actually I met him the night that his boat sank.
The rudder broke off, but that's okay. It was slamming pretty hard, and after that, it was. Why did that? She wasn't sinking anymore. She's awash, so she's not going down any further. She's float bouncing off the bottom.
Stabilized it. Yeah.
It was quite a night. We went and recorded the whole thing as his boat was, you know, he damaged it on a reef in a flat calm, unfortunately. I mean, this is a really cool guy. His name is Randy West. Some of you may actually even know him, aka Hurricane Randy. And this is a guy with more stories and more smiles. You know, you'd never meet this guy in a down moment. Didn't matter what was going on in his life. He was always happy and always had something cool to tell you and a great story to share. But this one time, I mean, he had outrun so many hurricanes, and he got caught with his pants down in a flat calm one time, and it turned his boat around and up against a reef, and it just nudged the reef and put a hole in the boat, and ended up sinking it right near shore. And every time, I mean, it's been about a year since I seen Randy, but every time he saw me, he'd come up to me, see me, you know, hanging out at one of the sailor get-togethers or in a bar or something like that. He'd have a beer or drink or something in his hand and say, "Here, man, thanks again." And he'd always give me credit actually for saving his boat. And I think that's a bit of a stretch, but I always appreciate it. And he was always such a great guy. You know, it was just great to help out somebody that really needed a helping hand. But yeah, he always says, "You saved my boat, man," because I guess the video in turn created a fundraiser that generated the capital that he needed, because, you know, not all of us sailors are rich, and it generated the capital that got his boat fixed and relaunched again. But you know, it makes you think. Well, it made me think anyway. It was kind of an eye-opener. You never expect to lose a guy like Randy. He's just bigger than life, full of energy, inspires everybody around him. And it just reminded me that, you know what, I'm getting kind of stuck myself, and it's time to get back out there and start doing what I believe I was here to do, and that's just to keep going and keep moving, keep inspiring, just keep doing what comes to me. But definitely it has made me realize that I want to get back to the adventure. I want to get back to more of what I believe I was here to do in the first place, and that's travel, experience, and share, inform and educate and entertain. I believe that's what I was probably put here for. What I'm starting to realize though is through the advent of things like Patreon and a lot of you guys that have already signed up, I mean, I'm amazed at how fast it's grown even in just the first 6 months, and you guys are sending me a clear signal that you would like to see us do something else, and I'm starting to regard you guys as my business partners, because you're actually fulfilling one of those needs that has only been fulfilled up until now by business partners. So I'm wondering, yeah, how do I get away from the corporate business partners and just kind of put the energy into you guys? And I think that's basically the answer to the question. I just have to start putting more energy into you guys and just go and roll with it and see what happens. It's kind of like jumping off a cliff, you know? You can't just quit your job and go and go and go. Sooner or later you lose your house, you lose your mortgage, your car, whatever. But I think that if we start showing you more of what you want to see, that I think a bunch of you are probably going to start to realize and appreciate what it actually takes to do that. And I think we'll get more and more of you as business partners that want to be involved. And I think the way to get you more involved is actually to incorporate you more into the business. And the business being the life of sailing, being on a boat and traveling. And it seems to me like what most of you are asking for is more details about actually running the boat. You love to see me fixing the boat, how things work. Things break, you know, shit happens. It's a known fact. Everything happens, and it never happens when you're at the dock. It happens out there at sea. Whether you can fix it at sea or not is the determining factor, is if you can really, really manage or afford to go cruising. Most people realize they can probably afford it, but they can't manage it. Because out there, you can't just call 911 or call a service guy and have him come out and fix you. You can't fix it. You stop. That's the end of it. I mean, I realized that a long time ago, and that's why I started taking college courses even back 20 some odd years ago. And I took all kinds of technical courses, advanced electronics and refrigeration, mechanics, all kinds of stuff. I mean, kind of a jack of all trades, master of none, you know, but that's exactly what it takes to be somebody who lives and runs a sailboat. What I'm going to do is initiate a series of questions and answers to kind of direct a conversation and see where you guys take it. You guys all know I love drones. It's a big part of my life. I've been flying these things for 20 some odd years, long before they were called drones. But the concept is there. A drone is something that gives us a unique perspective that even 5 years ago was never available in our life. That's why I love drones. I love the unique perspective. I love being able to just put this gear in my hands and fly it from my mind and through my fingers and just take it around and view what's around and just create beautiful viewpoints of something I've never seen before and share that with you guys. Well, my concept is this. I am thinking about becoming the first Patreon drone. Now, I'm not going to elaborate on that just yet because I want to hear what you guys think that means. Leave your comments below, tell me what you think, and I'll get back to you with the next video and the next clue, and we'll keep going from there. So thanks for listening, guys. Again, leave comments below, and I'll see you next video. Bye for now.